Yes, we are live. We are being informed of these things right now by the electronica which we surround ourselves every day. So, I'm going to put some paint oil on my elbow. Hey, Enoch, what's up? You bumped the squid, Enoch. I'm impressed, bro. You never... Hutch! Well, shit, we could just have a show with the two of you. Fuck that, man. That's awesome. Kathy! Hey, Kathy. Great. Even better, man. Putting some paint oil on my acne here. If I would do that all the time, it would probably completely go away. Hey, James. Hey, Robert. Hey, Kathy. Hello. Yes, yes. Rogan is here. He's chewing away on the desk. Hey, I'm good. David Campione, old school Tony Mafia. What? Let me move over here a little bit. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a minute since I bumped the squid. No shit, dude. You never come early. It's good to see for a change. Oh, there is that other lighter. I'd like to clean this one off. I have a napkin? I don't have a napkin up here. There's one right there I could probably use. I just clean this off. It gets dirty so fast. What are you doing, silly? He's been so good. He hasn't tried to get to his stitches at all, man. He don't give a fuck about that shit. He didn't need that cone. They sent him home with that cone. As soon as he got home, I took that fucking thing off of him. He was fine, man. He's like, I don't need no fucking cone, man. What you trying to do to me, man? Shit, you know who I am, man? You don't mess with me, man. I'm from the street, son. Shit, man. You know what I mean, man? Joseph, what's up? What's the best hospital in California? The one that saved my life? Fucking San Jose, Regional. Boom! Power to fucking San Jose Regional. They saved my life. They're the best fucking hospital in California. You asked the right guy, Robert, because I know the answer to that question. They literally saved my life with like a half hour. They had like a half hour to save my life. And they fucking did it, man. They got me right in there before my insides exploded. Oh, man. It was close. I'm here to tell you. Jared Garrison, what's up? Josh, I like Chosen Tattoos. Kelly! Hey. What's up, son? So, I was going to switch over to Jack Hurt. Jack Hurt. I got this orange, bud. I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to grab my Jack Hurt. That would be this one. Now, if you guys remember correctly, I just trimmed a nice big cola top of Jack hair, and then I put it in here. So it should be all nice and cured up now. I would say lemony fresh. For the masses. For the massive masses. Deborah. Danny Nipolino, Jenny Mafia. What? Alright. So I made myself a tuna melt. I went to the store. I told you I had a friend that's got cancer, and I had to send them oil for cancer. And I told you at the last show, I said I was going to get that out in the mail. Well, I went ahead and I did. And I took the dog with me, and I went down to the corner store, and I got some tuna from them. They make tuna over there. And I picked that. Oh, I didn't even take a bite out. Weird. Opened it and closed it and didn't even extract my bud that I was going to smoke. Anywho, I had a little fun with some of the locals, with the puppy. I took the dog with me. Danny DiPolito, Trinity Mafia, what? And yeah, I got the the mail off. You know, that was the most important thing. I got that thing in the fucking mail. So, hopefully it'll save somebody's life, man. You know? Oh, boy. Anyhow, let's go ahead and smoke. What do you guys say? We'll call this one 420 Newfoundland. 420 Newfoundland. Deborah Hardy. Smoking Bruce Banner. Right on. Are we good? Are we good? I like it when I can read the chat. I like it when I see a lot of chat. They need to find a cure for cancer. We found the cure. It's called cannabis. People just need to fucking, you know, have a lot of it. You know, if you have a lot of it, you put enough in your body, it kills the cancer. Cheers. Jack Hare, no law regarding cannabis. Deborah, thank you. I appreciate that. God, this tastes good. Hey, there's a little dog down here. What's up, little dog? Hi. What are you doing? You trying to get some attention? Come here, you. Oh. Oh. I know it's hard. It's hard to pick you up because you're getting so heavy. He bares his teeth at me a little bit when I kiss him. So cute. God, I love that. That smile. Give me a smile. You smile, baby. Was I in an accident? I ended up with diverticulitis. So that is it's an infection inside your intestines. What happens is you have these pockets in your intestine, and usually nothing happens. But if you don't take care of yourself and you eat the wrong foods and you put a lot of fat on, those pockets get deep and food can get stuck in them. There's certain foods that they think, like seeds, that can help block food, that not help, but it could cause food blockages in those pockets. But they're not 100% sure about the seeds thing. However, when it happens, if your body is unable to clear that food out of that pocket can get infected and it can create an abscess. And in my case, I got 2 of them. And one of them, it grew so big that it blocked my bladder and it blocked my intestine. I couldn't go to the bathroom at all. So if I ate food, I would throw it up almost immediately. So, my doctors were like douchebags and saying, oh, you need to just tough it out. You need to just tough it out. You'll be fine. And, these things will pass and blah, 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 blah. Fucking dumbasses didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. They almost resulted in me dying because they gave me poor medical advice. Right? So I'm writhing in pain at the house. And my sister says, go to the emergency room. And I'm like, okay. So I go to the emergency room and they do a CAT scan and they see the abscesses and they say, the only thing we can do for you is cut your intestine out because your intestine's infected. They said if there was another hospital with the ability to do the surgery required, you would be okay. But we don't have that ability here. And they said, if you want, we could try calling other hospitals and see, it's late at night, and we'll see if we can find somebody who could do the surgery. But you only have about 2 hours, they said. You only got about 2 hours before this is going to, it's going to break open inside your gut, and you're going to end up going septic. It's going to kill you. And they said, the only thing we can suggest, no, don't do that. Don't do that. The only thing we can suggest is ripping out that part of your intestine and giving you a colostomy bag. And I was like, no, man, call some other hospitals. See if you can find another doctor. So they started calling other hospitals. They were going around in circles, in a radius around their location. And they couldn't find anybody. A half hour had gone by. And they were like, man, we're running out of time. But we'll keep calling hospitals, but we just don't know if we'll find anybody. And they got to fucking San Jose. And San Jose said, we've got somebody. We can do it. And they are like, we got to fly you in the chopper to San Jose. It's about a 45-minute to an hour flight. It'll give them about a half hour to work with once you get there. Here, I'll get that for you, buddy. I'll get that. I got hands. I can reach under and loose them. Is this what you want? You want this out? Oh, you want your squeaky? Oh, what's this? You got another bottle of it there. What's this one? You got all kinds of stuff. You got all kinds of toys. 2 plastic bottles in his squeezy. So, Pam says, it's got to be legal in Tennessee for me to smoke it every day. What's going around here is being laced with fentanyl. I won't buy that crap. Fentanyl's not cheap. So I don't understand why people are convinced that people can afford to buy the fentanyl to lace cannabis with. Now I'm not denying, I've heard that they have found fentanyl in cannabis. I've heard that. But for people to think that this is just a common thing happening all the time, and that you think someone has the money to go out, purchase fentanyl, and spike your cannabis with it, you're fucking crazy. That's crazy. Just grow your own. Your mom had emergency surgery? Yep. So it was emergency surgery for diverticulitis. No, there's no God, Robert. There's no fucking God. Not thank God. What a fucking indoctrinated statement, thank God. No God, bro. It's called modern medicine, modern technology. We've got the helicopter. We've got this automatic robotic thing that this doctor could use that could do 5 things at once to do the surgery on me, which was very, it was complicated surgery. It wasn't just an easy thing. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but it was very complicated. And, God had absolutely nothing to do with it. A lie and religion and bullshit and some man in the sky had fucking nothing to do with the fact that I'm sitting here talking to you today, Robert Cantwell. You know that. Understand that. There is no God, bro. And don't try to attribute God to what fucking happened to me. Because I was writhing in pain. And if there really was a God that gave an actual fuck about anybody, diverticulitis wouldn't happen. Because God is so perfect. Why did he design people to fucking have diverticulitis? Let me tell you something else. Somebody who's a lot better than me, a much better person than me. He was on a cruise and he got diverticulitis. And you know what happened to my friend? He fucking died. Where was God on that day, bro? Where was your fucking God on that day? The day my friend was writhing in pain and fucking died on a goddamn cruise ship. Where's your fucking God at? Fuck God. There's no fucking God. All right? It's all a lie. It's all fucking bullshit. And I'm sick of the indoctrinated little sayings and all the bullshit that people throw at you every fucking day. I'm fucking sick of that shit. No fucking God, bro. Thank God. Unreal. I had a good friend who lost her daughter because it was laced here in this very small. Yes, it happened to her. It was laced. Right. And you don't think that, Pam, you don't think that she was taking fentanyl? Or maybe snorting drugs or something? You want to blame the cannabis, Pam? I mean, do you know if her daughter was fucking snorting fentanyl pills? Did you hang out with her daughter all the time? I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying that story, Pam. I'm not buying it. I don't believe it. Psh. Unreal. Look, I'm going to say this again. If people are spiking cannabis with fentanyl, you need to fucking grow your own. A laser? I didn't know they could do that. Hey, Nikki Wagner. Did you waltz on in? How does a waltz go? Is it? It's a 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. One, we're smoking this bong today, and now you're smoking with Trendy Nay. Yes, it's a waltz, and we're smoking along. I hope that you brought your bong. It's who sold it to her. I'm blaming cannabis. How do you know that, Pam? So you're telling me, Pam, you're telling me that your friend's daughter smoked cannabis that was laced with fentanyl and died from it. Cheers. No law regarding cannabis. Happy 710, everybody. I know I'm a little early, but hey, this is half smoked anyway. It's just really good Jack Herrbud. It's really good. And you know, when I'm going to smoke a little bit, I'm just going to smoke some of this Jack Herrbud, and everybody else can smoke whatever kind of bud they have, but I'm going to be smoking this Jack Herrbud, and I'm going to be smoking this bong right now, and you guys are going to smoke along right now, and we're all going to be singing a song right now, and whatever makes you happy, whatever makes this dog growl at stuff, and whatever happens. She died from fentanyl, not cannabis. I don't know, man. I don't know. From smoking fentanyl kills you? Smoking fentanyl kills you? Cheers, guys. And how many other people have died from this? That's what you said. You know, fentanyl is not a cheap drug. I don't know what someone has to gain by, you know, selling someone cannabis and then putting fentanyl in the cannabis. It's kind of like they're costing themselves money. I don't even understand. To poison people? What? I don't understand that. Three people have died from smoking fentanyl. Yeah, but Hutch, the thing is, they don't know they're smoking fentanyl. If they're buying cannabis from somebody, They don't know they're smoking fentanyl. I'm just saying, how the fuck is someone able to afford fentanyl and then put it in cannabis and sell it to people? What's the point of doing that? Pam, what's the point of doing that? I believe you that it happens, but what's the fucking point? And I can't imagine that it happens to the point that you're scared to buy cannabis in your town because you think it happens that much. I mean, did all three of those people buy fentanyl-laced cannabis from the same person in your hometown? Or are you trying to tell me that a bunch of different people are just suddenly like, hey, we think it's a great idea if we buy fentanyl and start putting it in our cannabis and then sell it to unknowing people and poison them? Isn't that a little easy to track them down and get them for like murder and shit? Then adding their own opiates? Why, David? Why are people doing this? It doesn't even make fucking sense. People need to hold their fucking hits in longer, man. Jesus fucking Christ. I'll tell you how to get high, man. You feel like your cannabis isn't getting you high enough, and you need to put something like fentanyl in your cannabis. Watch my show. I can't even believe I heard about this, and I read articles about it and whatever. I was like, whatever, bullshit. And now you're telling me that 3 people in your town have literally died from smoking cannabis that had fentanyl in it. Yeah, because they'll keep coming back. Bro, how are they going to keep coming back if you kill them, man? Doesn't even make sense. You're killing your customers. Literally. They're not going to come back. They're dead. As long as I hear that squeak, man, I'm happy because I know he's chewing up something that's legit. I mean, look, David, I understand if someone laces a blunt. I understand that. I understand if someone laces some drugs that they have with other drugs they have. I understand that. What I don't understand is the point of getting an ounce or whatever, lacing the whole bag with fentanyl, and then selling it to people. So the fact that I just can't wrap my fucking brain around this, it doesn't allow me to believe it. I'm having a hard time believing it. I'm having a really hard time believing the fact that you're scared to buy cannabis in your town because of it. Because it's that prevalent. So, hey, I am definitely not calling you a liar. I'm just saying I don't fucking believe it, that's all. And listen, I'm sorry that your friend's daughter died. That sucks dick. And I that obviously did happen. And it obviously was a, poisoning of some kind. But, that aside, where did she buy the cannabis from? Who was the person that she bought her cannabis from? Can you do that? Can you find that person and put them in fucking jail? I just don't understand it. Ice. People lacing cannabis with opiates like fentanyl and then selling it to people. Then the people are smoking it and dying from it. I mean, how much fentanyl do they put in a goddamn bag of cannabis? And do you not see the fucking white powder all over the fucking buds? I mean, no, I'm not calling you a liar. I said I am not calling you a liar, Pam. Don't say that. I'm just saying I don't fucking believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that your friend's daughter smoked cannabis that was laced with fentanyl and died from that. I don't believe that. But that doesn't mean that I'm calling you a liar. I'm just saying it's so outrageous, I don't fucking believe it. You know, it probably did happen. You're probably telling the truth. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying I don't believe it. All right? That's me calling you a liar and me not believing you are two totally different things. If I know you're not telling me the truth, I'll call you a fucking liar. But I never called you a liar, Pam. You know, like I said, I feel bad for your friend's daughter. I believe you. I believe you that she died. Yeah, I don't believe you that she smoked fucking cannabis that was laced with fentanyl and died from that. You know, it just seems like if someone could just inhale some fentanyl and die, that'd be really easy to kill people, man. That's a fucking... You could kill anybody. You know? I've seen what kids do with pills. Okay? I've seen kids chop shit up and snort it right in front of me. And if you don't think she was doing that, fine. But I know the chances are real good that she was. If she OD'd. You know? But I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying I don't fucking believe that shit. I don't believe someone could fucking die from smoking, you know, cannabis laced with fentanyl. She got it from somebody personally. No, she said they arrested the dude. You said they arrested the guy. I hope he's in jail for fucking murder. If that's really what happened. You know? Do you have like an article about it? What town do you live in? You know, what year did that happen? That should be easy enough to look up. I mean, 3 deaths from smoking cannabis laced with fentanyl. That should be in the paper. It should be in the news. It should be on the internet. You know, and chances are that you came in here totally making shit up. I mean, that's very possible. You just came in here totally made up a fucking story. You know, so I'm willing to hear the truth if you got it. You know. I've had people come in here and say some fucked up shit. Turns out it wasn't true. You know? Sorry, I have no idea who you are. She trusted her guy that sold her cannabis. She had fentanyl in her system. Right. Right. So, the guy that always sold her cannabis just decided one day, I'm going to spike this with fentanyl and kill you. Hey, man, I'm giving you every opportunity to prove it right now. Not calling you a liar. I'm saying if someone smoked fentanyl from cannabis being laced and it killed them, that's got to... And it did happen to 3 people is what you said, I believe. Google it. Okay, what's the town? Who's the town? What's the town? When did it happen? And you said it was 3 people, right? Look, you know, if someone dies from a fentanyl overdose, I'm assuming they're snorting the shit. They're chopping it up and snorting it. And the reason why I assume that is because that's very common. And just because you never saw her daughter chop up a pill of fentanyl and snort it doesn't mean she didn't fucking do that shit. You know, it doesn't mean she was smoking it, that you don't know she was smoking it like fucking crack. You have no idea. You want to blame the fucking cannabis? They tested the cannabis. What was the level of fentanyl in the cannabis? You know? And why the fuck would someone do that? You know, that's the other thing is, why the fuck would you do something like that? Why would you put fentanyl in cannabis? And someone not know, and give it to someone that doesn't know it? What's the point of that? Six months ago in Memphis. Okay, I'm going to look it up. Played a role. Tennessee. Winchester Police, Tennessee. Batch of marijuana laced with fentanyl